Today I am going to start a new chapter, chapter 6, and the name of the chapter is Effect of British Rule in India, Standard 8 SS. Today is the first lecture of this first lecture of this chapter. Okay, Standard 8 SS chapter 6, first lecture of chapter 6. Name of the chapter is Effect of British Rule in India. Okay, my dear student, do you know the word revolution? What is the meaning of revolution? What is the meaning of revolution? When the need of people is not satisfied, when the need of people is not satisfied, and that economically go down, okay, the status go down, they start to revolt. Okay, and after that the word comes revolution. Revolution means change, badlav. Okay, so when the need of people, when the need of people is not satisfied, and their economic condition becomes become more worst. Okay, then it is they go for revolution. Okay, got it? So here the first we have to learn about the word revolution, badlav. Okay, in fourth chapter, and in first chapter we learn. Okay, in first chapter we learn about arrival of Indians, and at that time I say after the battle of Plassey and battle of Buxar, battle of Plassey and battle of Buxar. Okay, the Britishers started ruling over us, and my dear student, after the battle of Buxar, in which year it was fought? No problem. If you don't know, no problem. Okay, but remember 1764. Okay, in 1764, after the battle of Buxar, okay, the Britishers got Diwani rights. Okay, Diwani rights means they can in Gujarati it is called 24 Paragna. Okay, it means they got the right to collect revenue from Bihar, Bengal and Orissa. Okay, they got Diwani rights. Okay, got it, my dear student. As I said, the Indian commodities were in a great demand in the European market. Yeah, about cotton cloth, jute, silk, muslin, and many things. Okay, so my dear student, now first thing here I would like to say what is called raw material. Do you know raw material? What is the word is given? RAW, raw. My dear student, because of the policy of Britishers, okay, the Indian economic condition of Indian people became more worse. Okay, why? Because here earlier India was the supplier of raw material for in a textile industry you can consider. Okay, so my dear student, when they send raw material, and after when it go to England, and when they come back with the pakka material, okay, finished good. And my dear student, here it was a really we cannot say proper, we can say unjust law was there. When they want to send, they have to pay 80% taxes, 80% taxes, while the things which are coming from that side, there was no tax on it. And my dear student, because of that, the foreign clothes become very cheaper than Indian clothes. Okay, then I will explain later on one by one. Okay, so here first let me explain about raw material. Here, so here the countries they were getting raw material from here. In 18th century, India was considered well in a, we can consider it was a prosperous country. Okay, but later on, due to the policy of Britishers, the economic condition of India became worse. It is said that within 2 decades, one decade means 10 years. Okay, so within 2 decades, okay, means 20 years, they collected only 500 crores rupees only and only from Bengal. This much amount. Am I right? No, my dear student, it is not this much amount. It's a big amount. Okay? And as a tax, they collected this much money only from one place, and that was Bengal. Now you consider, we were very rich, and today our economic condition is gone down. Okay, because the Britishers they have put too much taxes on it, and as a tax they have collected plenty of money from us. Okay, so we can consider how much they have taken money from us. Okay, through different taxes. Okay, that when the chapter comes, this point comes, that time I'm going to explain one by one. Okay, now next thing is, one more thing is that Permanent Settlement Act. Okay, at that time, Lord Cornwallis introduced one act. It was called Permanent Settlement Act. Permanent Settlement Act. And my dear student, at that time, the collecting tax, this responsibility was given to the landlords. Okay, they were giving the responsibility was given to landlords, and my dear student, they were giving so much, they were increasing revenue again and again every year. And as a result, what happened? The farmers were not able to pay their tax. As a result, they were selling their land. Okay, so we can say it sank in debt. We can say the word, the land, the farmers they sank the everything they left. Okay, and the condition of the people were became more poor. Okay, here Lord Cornwallis had such as given one policy, sorry, not policy, he introduced one act. It was called Permanent Settlement Act. Okay, PSA. Don't write PSA. You write down full word, Permanent Settlement Act. Okay. Next thing, one I would like to say, according to this, the responsibility of collecting revenue was given. The responsibility was given to the landlords. Okay, and my dear student, people were horrible in that case. And next thing, what happened? That there was famine, akal. Okay, in Bengal in 1770, and because of that, farmers were not able to pay tax, and this thing changed totally history. Okay, what happened in Bengal in 1770? Due to the famine, less rain, okay, akal, the farmers were not able to grow, and if they can't grow, how can they pay tax? Okay, so many things were there, and many people died at that time because of the hunger. My dear student, here one more thing is given. After that, after Cornwallis, one more person came. Means after some years, in the beginning of 19th century, in the beginning of 19th century, and it was the name of the. So one more person came, and the name of that person was William Bentinck. William Bentinck. Okay, my dear student, I am going to explain about that. He was also a good reformer. Okay, and during his time, okay, we know he stopped Sati Pratha. He stopped Sati Pratha in 1829. In 1829, he stopped Sati Pratha. At that time, there was a renunciation, now Jagruti in Indian society. And my dear student, at that time, the person who started Renaissance means now Jagruti in India was, yeah, correct, Raja Ram Mohan Roy, correct. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, okay, when he appealed Lord William Bentinck to stop Sati system, okay, and my dear student, in 1829, a new thing was introduced. He passed a law on Sati system that it is not necessary. We cannot force any woman, any wife to become sati after her husband's death. Okay, it was strictly prohibited here. Before William Bentinck, I would like to say that at that time a new rule was passed in Agra. A new rule was passed in Agra before William Bentinck, my dear student. Before William Bentinck, okay, before William Bentinck, my dear student, a new rule was passed in Agra that every Indian has to salute of Britishers, and if they do not perform like that, they are put in a jail. It was considered as a big crime. It means if you pass on a road and if you see any Britishers, you have to salute, and if you do not do, it was called as a big crime. And this law was passed in Agra. Okay, it was we can consider it was totally against our of freedom, okay, by force, means if we have to do, okay, so we can say people were not happy with certain rules and regulation. Next time we will learn more about some other things, okay, about back college English education and some other things later on. Thank you. 2 મિનિટ અને